Hi. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you've joined us tonight. I'm Kelley Pitts, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Lubbock, Texas, and I have been a demonstrator for 20 years. I cannot believe it, but it's been a lot of fun. And now I'm growing my team, and it's just really been great. We have a wonderful paper crafting community here. And we have a wonderful helper here today. Eileen Cowart is on my team, and she volunteered to help me with these videos. So she keeps me on track, keeps me going. So hope y'all enjoy that and appreciate her. She's being camera shy, so she's not coming on the camera, but she is doing a lot of work with me. So tell her you appreciate her when you make a comment. How about that? We are going to do card number 7 in our series of 10. And I'll switch the camera over. And if y'all need to see the screen bigger, I can do that too. Y'all just make a request. Kelley, get your head off of there. And I will do it. Okay, we've got Secret C card base that is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Typical card base size. And this is an easy peasy card too. Okay, we're going to show you. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and layer this piece on while I'm at it before we get to anything else. Since we know there's no ribbon over it, there's no blending to be done. It's just a layer. And you can tell that I have used this layer for die cutting so that I save paper and I reduce bulk on the card. And this piece is, let's see what size this is. I'm behind on here. The basic white is 3 3/4 by 4 7/8. And so I did the same. No, I did a little bit bigger on the inside. And then there's a scrap for the greeting. Cloud cover cardstock is going to be the next layer, but we do need to put ribbon on it, so we can't do it yet. We're going to put our DSP layer on there, the 4 strips, and then add the ribbon. So this is all we can do right now, except for the inside. We can stamp that when we are stamping our piece. Let's see where I threw my stamping pad, right here. And we're going to be using Secret C ink. We have the Secret C card base and Secret C ink. We're going to do piece on the front, and then on the inside we have something else. Let's see what we have on the inside. Oh, right here. May the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. So that is from the Jolly Holly stamp set, and this piece is from the Peace on Earth bundle. Oops, that's a little off, but I think it's acceptable. Kind of harder on camera because everything is right in the way. And we want Brighton, no spirit. Oh, this one. Now we have May the Spirit of the Season. That's going to go on the inside piece. And you have to remember, when you're doing card making, you just need to pay attention to which way your card opens before you put your stamp your greeting. Because I think we've all probably done that. Kind of get used to stamping one way and then we do something different. Okay, we've got our pieces for the front. Let me see if I have a piece for the inside. I don't see. I think it may have been stolen out of this kit. Let's see. A little strip. Do we have a little strip for the inside? And then it looks like I'm missing one of my 4 pieces. Nope, here it is. Never mind. Okay, I've got the inside piece. So we're going to just audition this piece. We're going to put it over here so that we know where to stamp this. I'm going to go ahead and stamp again in Secret C and put May the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. Love that. All right, and I think that is all of our stamping already. Oh, found it. That's why. It was turned like that, Eileen. It was turned upside down. Okay. So we're going to glue this on. We'll get this out of the way for right now. Glue this on the inside. And this strip was just one that's left over. You just really make the main part of your card, whatever your design is, do that first and then see what strips are left of your DSP and use those on the inside to coordinate. Makes an easy way to do it. All right, now we're going to take our layer of cloud cover, which is 4 5/8 by 3 1/2. And if you kept all your pieces in order after you cut them, they will line up. Let's see if these do or not. Those don't exactly, but it's okay if they don't. These do. That one doesn't. It probably came out of a different pack, but that is quite all right. So you can mix them up on purpose, or you can try to keep them in order. And we're going to start with, you should have about an even border all the way around all of these. So I'm going to start with the two on the ends. Okay, that could be a little closer. Okay. That ought to be about right. So you see, I'm just laying those there where I really would like for them to end up. And we're going to put this end piece on because it's easier then to center these other two in the space remaining between the end pieces, if that makes sense. Okay. Now we know exactly where this goes and we don't have to worry about that awkward spacing that sometimes happens if you start in the middle or you try to go left to right. It just doesn't work as well as starting on the ends and filling in the middle. Fun! That's pretty, right? That is Cloud Cover and Secret Sea. And now we're just going to wrap our ribbon around and tie it in a knot. And if y'all aren't good at knot tying, you can always do a little bow separately or do your knot separately and then glue it onto the ribbon. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it around, and I should have done it the other way. I usually do better upside down, but I pull, whoops, here we go. I didn't kind of describe. I've got another I did another video where I did the step-by-step of how I usually do those knots to kind of get them flat. We're going to grab our ribbon scissors and cut that off, kind of both at a similar angle. And then obviously that we could do the piece over here on this side if we want to. Change it up a little on this card. We're going to pop this layer up. So let's see what we think about this piece right here. What do we think about this if this is on the left and the knot is on the right? Whoever is on air here with us, let us know what you think. I think we could do that. What do you think, Eileen?
Yep. Looks good.
All right, we'll do it. I'll move that up just a teeny tad. Okay, then I'm going to pop this layer up. And I'm going to pop it there. Then we're going to put this here. So I don't need a dimensional behind where the greeting is or where the knot is. But I could use one right here. And I really think that'll do us. Suddenly having trouble getting backings off. I'm going to have to use my take pick tool. Sometimes I need it, sometimes my fingernails work. Okay, so see how I'm laying it lightly on there? And it should go over this way just a little bit more. So it ought to be fairly easy to pick up because I didn't press very hard on my dimensionals. Except this one is being cantankerous. Okay, there we go. We're going to push that over just a little bit further to the right. See how we are now. Now I think we're good. Okay, we're going to press down. We've got our dimensionals on. We're going to pop up our piece. Wish piece was that easy, right? And I could probably get by with 2 dimensionals, but 3 is not that excessive. Okay. And usually when I'm on a ribbon, I just totally forgot what I usually do. I usually do a straight line here and a straight line there and not one on the ribbon, but it seems to be working. So we're going to go with it. But that's what I would recommend is if you have foam adhesive strips, these right here, those are great for straddling the ribbon. Put one at the top and one at the bottom instead of those in the middle. I just was already thinking about the next step, which is putting Wink of Stella around the little dotted area, making a little sparkly layer. It does seem that I had a theme on a lot of these cards. Now we're going to just use a little Wink of Stella. I don't know what this is. It looks kind of like baby's breath to me. Does it you, Eileen?
Yeah.
Or I don't know what little bitty tiny flowers that could be. I am not a horticulturalist or a gardener or a forestry person. I don't know. They're just pretty little flowers, but I think they're even prettier with a little bit of wink on them. And who doesn't need a little wink, right? Okay, you could add embellishments, but I really think that card could go for a lot of different occasions. That could be a sympathy card easily with this paper. And if you just change out the greeting on the inside instead of putting the Christmas greeting, it could easily be a sympathy card. And I wish I had done that because I know somebody right now that I could send this to. And you can just wink the inside too while you're at it. You don't have to do every one, just every once in a while. I'm just going right in the little floral area, flower area. Can you see that little bit of sparkle? Isn't that pretty? Y'all like this card? Thank you for joining. I'm so glad you're here. We will, since there aren't any questions, I'm going to turn the camera around and move on to the next one. If you have any questions about the Peaceful Garden Suite, I'm happy to help with that. There should be links to all the projects that I used, and there's a PDF for 10 different cards that we've been working on. This is card number 7. So we're going to end this up and say thanks again for coming. And if you want to stay tuned, I may try to do one more. I'm not sure if my energy level is going to stay up or not. We'll see. Thanks again to Eileen for all her help today, getting these cards on video finally. Thanks again. Y'all have a good evening and fun times ahead. Bye-bye.